Well, hey crafty friends, it's Heidi Scott with DIY Dreaming, and I am on an angel kick lately, making Christmas tree ornaments. They could also go on packages. And I remember that I bought this big, like natural broom type thing back in September when my sister was out here visiting and we were shopping in these cute little stores in downtown Alpharetta. So I bought it, not knowing what in the world I would do with it. And we're going to turn it into an angel. But I want to just plant the seeds in your mind that you can also do something very similar with one of these Dollar Tree Hawaiian luau skirts. So I'm not sure that we'll attempt that right now, but just want to plant the seeds. So we're going to be using this big broom. I have some of these wood cutouts. What does it say they are? Wooden scroll appliques. These came from Dollarama, which I don't believe it's in the United States. It's a store in Canada, and we have some Canadian property, so we go to Canada. Love Canada, go there every year. Anyways, I bought these over the summer when we were in Canada at Dollarama. I was trying to decide which ones did I want to use. I think we're going to use these. We're going to use a little bit of tinsel for her halo, some lace, some other bits and pieces, some cardboard. So that's what we're going to do. And it should be really fun, and hopefully it'll just give you tons of ideas. But before I jump into that, I just wanted to show you some of the angel Christmas tree ornaments. This one's very crumpled, that I have made here on DIY Dreaming in the past. I think this was 2022. This is just yarn and pipe cleaners and a wood bead. And this is just some jute. And then this one I made 3 years ago, I think, while we were actually in Canada at our little cottage. And this is Dollar Tree rope. And I made this angel while I was there. I'm going to dig up this video. I'm not sure exactly where that is. But anyways, so there's tons of different angels that you can make as package toppers, Christmas tree ornaments. This I'm just going to hang probably in my kitchen. It's going to be my kitchen angel. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to add some fabric, just some little long pieces to her skirt. All right, and I got some stuff out. Okay, this, I don't know how readily available this is or not, but these are sari strips, like from the Indian dress sari. And they're just silk. They're a beautiful color. I purchased these, I think, on either Etsy or Amazon many years ago. And I just want to cut a few pieces and put them, glue them to this spot right here. You could also do strips of lace. We're going to do some of that too. And I'm going to do different lengths. One of the things that I really love about these is just how they joined pieces. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's do one more long piece. All right, so let's glue those on, and then we'll move to the waist. And the angel wings, I have some ideas for angel wings. This is going to all be covered up, so I'm not worried about it showing. Okay, so you could tear strips of fabric. You could use ribbons. You could use lace. Those are just going to kind of be hanging down. And I'm going to add a couple of pieces of lace. This is good old Dollar Tree lace. Let's see, let's use the whole roll. Okay. And I'll come back and trim everything up nice and neat and make it interesting. What do you guys think so far? Okay, this is why I'm using low temperature hot glue also. Okay, so we're just putting stuff on her little skirt in the front. Now I'm going to add a belt, and this was some lace that is also from Dollarama, which is that Canadian Dollar Tree store. And I cut off a piece, and I'm just going to glue this right here. So, this is going to be the angel's head, and this is her body. We're not doing arms, and we're also not doing a face. I like my angels a little plainer, but if you want to, you know, do something to add a face or hair or whatever, you can do that. Okay, so then the next thing I want to do is work on my wings. And then we'll end this with a halo. For my wings, like I said, I'm going to use these. And I don't want them to just be wood. I want to do something interesting with them. So, grab a little pouncy brush and some of my favorite color of Waverly paint, plaster. We're going to just do just a little bit of pouncing on this. And you can do as much or as little, it's totally up to you. There's one. There's another. And I'll show you how I'm going to use stain to make this stand out a little bit more. Okay, so this is what they look like. And these came from Dollarama in Canada, but I'm guessing that there must be something similar or a shape that you could, this is not supposed to be an angel wing, a shape that you could interpret as angel wings either at Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree. So, okay, so that is what I did there. Let me put these two over here to dry, and before I came live, I did that same thing to these. All right, and I am just going to use some, let me get all this glue off my hot gluing device. I am just going to use a little bit of my jar of stain that is almost gone, and this has been my favorite stains. Oops. So I've got to find some more of it. Get rid of this before it creates a problem here. Okay, I'm just going to take a wipe, and these are fully dry. These are the ones I did earlier. I'm just dabbing my wipe in the lid of my stain. I'm putting it on here. You could leave it like that if you want, but I'm going to wipe some of it off. And now I'm just going to wipe some of that off. All right, and what do you guys think? Do it this or this if you like this idea. So this is what it looks like now. It needs to dry a little bit. I did the other side too, and I did a much lighter finish on the other side than on this side. I think I like this darker one. So we'll just wait for that to dry up. And in the meantime, let's make a halo. Okay, I discovered this stuff right here called OOK. Look, 18 gauge aluminum wire. I discovered it in the hardware section at Walmart the other day, and it's pretty nice to work with. It was around $5 or $6. Where's the end? Here's the end. So I'm going to just pull out a piece and look for my metal cutters. Let's see. How big you make her halo is totally personal preference. So I'm just forming a loop. Oops. And then I'm going to twist these pieces right here together. And bend it so it's like this. Okay, and then it's so funny how things happen. I stumbled on this broom, and I was like, oh, I gotta make an angel out of that. Then, as I was getting something out, this fell out. So, and yesterday I stumbled onto this old piece of tinsel. So it's just funny how projects come together. Where is my little... Where is my loop? Oh my word. I have too many things on my desk right now. Where did I put it? Did you see where I put it? If I can't find it, I'll just make another one, but okay. I guess we'll make another one because I cannot find that. Okay, so one more time. This probably doesn't need to be this long at all. So we'll probably end up cutting some of that off. Okay. Well, then next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to figure out how much tinsel I might want. And I'm going to wrap it around this little halo that we've started building. do it every now and again. You guys are so quiet. I haven't seen any questions or really any comments in a while. Maybe it's something weird with Facebook. That's a strong possibility too. Okay, so here's my little halo. Let's glue this last piece right here. Off. This is going to get poked right into her head. So that is definitely going to be too long. Okay, and here is my little angel start. And I think she's going to begin to look more like an angel. What do you guys think? See, I just poked it in there. And I'll glue that down in a little bit. Okay, and then the next thing I want to do is I want to tell you that this also fell out. A square of cardboard also fell out when I was pulling something off the shelf to get something down. And the Dollar Tree luau skirt fell down too. So I'm like, oh, perfect. I was going to try using some sheet music because I feel like the back of the angel wings needs more presence, if that makes any sense. So first thing I'm going to do is I just cut some tulle, 2 pieces, and tied it in a knot, and I'm going to glue this on here, and we will trim that up. This tulle is ivory colored. And then let's take our little shapes. I'm just going to glue them. And I do realize that the wings that I made out of cardboard resemble butterfly wings. But I couldn't think of how to draw angel wings, and I was in too big of a hurry because I was excited to show you, so I just went with what I could come up with quickly. Okay, let's cut some of this excess tulle off. Come back and fiddle with that. Okay, this is going to go behind our angel, and it will look like this. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let me fiddle with this tulle for a minute so I can get my wings glued onto this cardboard. So I'll pick up this luau skirt and just kind of give you the general vision for what I may do with that today. And then if it turns out good, I'll come back. And where did I get the filigree shapes for the wings? Those came from a dollar store in Canada called Dollarama. I don't think they exist in the United States. But you can get stuff like this at Hobby Lobby. You can sometimes find interesting shapes that could give the give a wink or a nod to an angel wing, because these are not designed to be angel wings. I just made them into angel wings because that's what I wanted to make. And some of the best crafts start that way. Okay, so I may end up adding some more lace or something to my angel, and I may also cut this hanger off. I don't know, we'll see. So she's gonna go right here. Oh my gosh, I love it! And I'm gonna load up a whole bunch of hot glue. If I was really smart, I'd probably do some E6000 also, but I'm not prepared for that. So I have to say, this looks way better than what I thought it was even gonna look. Okay, let me show you what she looks like. And I'll come back later and attend to her wings a little more to make sure they're on there secure. And like I said, I might add some more bits of this and that to her skirt. What do you guys think? Does she look like an angel? And I'll glue her halo in. It's just poked in right now. What do I need to add to it other than a face? I'm not doing faces on the angels. And I'm also, it's probably too late to work out something for arms. I don't think you necessarily have to have arms. Although, on some of my angels that I've made in the past, like this one, I just used a little bit of string with a knot to make arms. And on this one, I just used some pipe cleaners as arms. So that is the project. Tell me what you think. Was that a good one? You can come up with this idea using a lot of different materials. Use what you have hanging out. You could tear strips of cloth. You could use Dollar Tree lace. You may not have sari strips, but I will look and see if I can figure out where I ordered that. It's kind of cool, and it's very different. You probably have cardboard. You may have some tinsel of some sort, or even silver ribbon that you could wrap around a wire. And maybe you have this tulle even. So let me know what you think. And I will be fiddling around with this. I'm basically going to take some of the pieces off of the jute that you tie it around your waist. And this is going to become my angel. And then I'll come up with something for some interesting wings. So I always have at least 27 projects underway. Some of them actually physically, a lot of them kind of in my mind rolling around, but oh my gosh, I am so happy. If this wasn't so gigantic, and maybe even so, I might think about putting this on our Christmas tree. So tell me what you think. Do you like how it turned out? Do you have any questions? All right. I will see you guys later. I'll get pictures, put them here in these comments, and also just on DIY Dreaming. Hope that you have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day.